Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Commodores are rolling down the field. The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Otis. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Commodores have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. To the air on 1st down. Coming out aggressively. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the gun, the running back has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The option look. Now the pitch. Nice move to keep moving. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
They're trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer right now.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fast motion from the offense. Handoff to the lone back. Makes one-man miss. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Into the end zone. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Vandy. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet.
Picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll line up for a second down play. Got the quick pass. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Commodores look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively.
And the quarterback is snowed under. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. Job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He gets a block. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The give from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
First down, Commodores.
Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Line getting set on 2nd down. The Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
24, Penn State, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Now the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. We've got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. With jet sweep pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Quickly complete.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
On the move, it's Otis. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Scrambling away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll pitch it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's got him in the flat. Touchdown Doors! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force the tackle for a loss.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll go to the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference.
So instead of having a 1st down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
31, Penn State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking for room. It's Jamison. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Gets it out quickly. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Samuel. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Samuel. And they fire.